Welcome to another video in my Creative Inspiration series. In this series, I typically present works of a photographer who's really inspired me and that I hope will inspire viewers as well. But today I'd like to do something a little bit different and present a project that I worked on. Now, when I was a little kid, my mother had a prized possession, a set of prized possessions actually. It was a set of Asian statuettes. And somehow, I don't know how, but if either my sister or I came anywhere within 3 feet of these statuettes, she had a sixth sense, she knew about it, and you'd hear her screaming from upstairs to get away from them. I don't know how she knew, but she did. And rightly so, because my sister and I at that age were really a walking pair of destruction. Fast forward many decades, and my mother passed away in 2018, and I inherited her 2 Asian statuettes. Now, I know how much they meant to her, and for that reason alone, they mean a lot to me. So I wanted to photograph them or try to make a photographic project with them. I really wanted the photographs to convey that these statuettes really meant something to my mother, even though they were just physical objects. So let me show you what I was able to make. And at the end of the video, I'd like to give viewers a free download of the ebook that I put together of this project. And I'll tell you how to get that at the end of the video. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the statuettes and see what I was able to make with them. So this is the pair of statuettes, and I thought it would be useful to give you a look at them in real life and see what it is that I was going to work with in terms of making photographs and trying to put together a project. So let's see what I got. Well, there were 2 things that interested me when making these photographs. The first was the detail. I mean, these statuettes had very fine detail, and it was clear to me that somebody a long time ago spent a lot of time carving these things, and I really wanted to bring that out in the photographs. And so to do that, I shot the entire project using a macro lens. The second thing was the feel of the photographs. I really wanted to give them a vintage feel. I felt that these really were quite old, and I did that, I hope successfully, by blending textures into the photographs as well as with the toning that I used. Well, when I finished the project, it brought up some interesting issues. What do you do with a finished photographic project? And I think that's the subject of a whole nother video, because there actually are a lot of things that one can do. And what I elected to do with this particular project was to make it into an ebook. And I'd like to offer that ebook to you, to the viewers of this channel, to download. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment from my website. So let me show you how to get your ebook. Go to my website, howardgrill.com, and we go to purchase. But trust me, this will be at no cost. Ebooks. And the name of this project, the title that I had given it, was A Mother's Treasure. We can hit download, the cost of $0, all the ebooks available, and add to cart. Once you add it to your cart, you can go here and check out. Now, the one thing here is that you have to fill in your correct email address, because this is going to be delivered via email for download. Whoop, I guess that's not a real one. And then you will, under the payment portion, and this is Squarespace, this isn't me, you have to put in your name, your zip code, and your city, and so on. Now, you don't have to put in the real name, the real address. I believe you might have to put in a real zip code. It doesn't have to be yours. Nothing there has to reveal to me any personal information. You can make this all up. The only thing that has to be correct is your email address. And continue. Again, it won't let you continue unless you fill this out. But if you hit continue, it'll have you review and purchase. And when you click that final button, you'll be getting an email with a link to your download. I'd also like to show you just this one photo from the bottom of the statue. It's a picture that I took of the engraving on the bottom of the statue. And I don't know what it says or indicates. And I'm just going to put it out there in case there's someone out there in YouTube land that happens to know or can read this or tell me what it means. I'd be very appreciative if there was someone out there that was able to do that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this project and the video. I'm Howard, and my channel is about introducing viewers to photographers who inspire, to discussing all sorts of photographic topics, and to enhancing creativity with Photoshop and printing tutorials. If those topics are of interest to you, I'd sure appreciate your support of the channel by having you click on the subscribe button below. We'll see you next time.